Imagine this. You're walking through a crowded street, people rushing past you, faces buried in their phones, lost in their routines. But there's something different about you. You stop, you look up, you feel something, an invisible thread pulling you toward a realization that you can't quite put into words. That moment right there, that's the first sign. The first sign is a deep sense of detachment, not in a way that makes you cold, but in a way that makes you question everything. The conversations people have seem shallow. The things they chase, money, status, approval, feel meaningless to you. You see through it all. Have you ever felt like you're watching life from outside of it, like an observer rather than a participant? If so, you've already taken the first step toward awakening. But here's the challenge. Most people who experience this detachment try to suppress it. They force themselves to fit in, to pretend they care about the same things others do. But the truth is, this feeling isn't a curse, it's a gift. It's the universe shaking you, telling you that you are meant for something greater. The question is, will you listen? We live in a world where most people are asleep, drifting through life without ever realizing the depth of their own existence. But there are a few, just 1%, who are different. They sense things others don't. They experience moments that seem to pull them towards something greater, something beyond the ordinary. And if you've been ignoring these signs, you might be missing the truth about yourself. I need you to really listen, because what I'm about to share isn't just another video. It's a message meant for those who are ready. If you've ever felt like you don't belong, like the world around you is somehow different from how others perceive it, then this is for you. There are 5 signs that prove you are among the chosen few. Not chosen in a way that makes you superior, but chosen in the sense that you are meant to wake up, to break free, to lead others toward a deeper understanding of life itself. But the first step is recognizing these signs before it's too late. The second sign is an unexplainable attraction to the unknown. While others seek comfort in certainty, you find yourself drawn to the mysteries of life. You're fascinated by ancient philosophies, by spiritual texts, by ideas that challenge the very foundation of reality. And it's not just curiosity. It's something deeper. It's almost as if you're remembering something you once knew but have forgotten. Think about it. Have you ever come across a concept, a teaching, or even a single sentence that sent chills down your spine, as if it was unlocking something buried deep within you? That's not a coincidence. That's your soul recognizing a truth it has always known. Most people dismiss these moments, but those who are truly awake follow them. They chase them. They allow themselves to be guided by them.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound insights.
And this leads us to the third sign, an intense inner conflict, a battle between who you were taught to be and who you truly are. If you are one of the chosen few, you've likely felt this. You've tried to follow the path that was laid out for you, but something inside you resisted. There's a voice within you that whispers, "There's more. This isn't it." But here's where most people give up. They silence that voice. They convince themselves that life is just about survival, about doing what's expected. But if you're still watching this, I need you to ask yourself, have you ever felt that inner war? The feeling that you are meant for something, but you don't know what? That you are capable of more, but you don't know how to reach it? If you have, then you're already on the path. The path isn't easy. It demands that you break free from everything you thought was true. It requires you to let go of the illusions that society has placed upon you. And that is exactly why so few ever make it through. The fourth sign is a deep connection with nature and energy. This one is subtle, but it's powerful. Have you ever stood in front of the ocean and felt something indescribable? Have you ever walked through a forest and felt as if the trees were whispering to you? Have you ever looked at the stars and felt an overwhelming sense of belonging, as if you were a part of something infinite? This isn't just imagination. The chosen ones, those who are truly awake, can feel the energy of the world. They know deep down that everything is connected. They can sense when a person carries darkness within them, even when they smile. They can feel the energy of a room the moment they walk in. And most importantly, they trust these feelings because they know they are real. But this ability comes with responsibility, because once you can see beyond the surface, you can never go back. You can never unsee the truth, and that truth is both beautiful and terrifying. And now we come to the final sign, the one that separates the truly awake from those who are simply aware. The fifth and most powerful sign is this: you feel an unshakable pull towards something greater, even if you don't know what it is. It's like a force guiding you, pushing you forward, even when you have no idea where you're going. You've felt this, haven't you? That feeling that you are meant to do something, to change something, to discover something. It doesn't come from the mind, it comes from the soul. And this is where everything comes together. Because here's the truth. Most people ignore this pull. They distract themselves. They convince themselves that it's just a passing thought. But those who are truly chosen, the 1%, follow it, even when they are afraid, even when they are lost, even when the world tells them they are crazy. So now I need to ask you the most important question of all. Have you felt these signs? Have you seen them in your own life? And if you have, what are you going to do about it? Because knowing is not enough. Feeling is not enough. The real test is what comes next. Will you step forward into the unknown, or will you let fear pull you back into the illusion? This is your moment. The choice is yours. But before we go deeper, I need you to stop and ask yourself, do you feel it? That pull, that undeniable force that has brought you here to this very moment? Because if you do, then you already know this isn't a coincidence. Nothing is ever a coincidence. The universe speaks in whispers, in signs, in nudges so subtle that most people miss them. But you didn't miss them. You noticed, and that means something. So now we go deeper. Most people, when they realize they are different, when they begin to awaken, they feel lost. They don't know what to do with this awareness. It's like suddenly realizing you've been living in a dream, only to wake up and find yourself in a world that no one else seems to see. It's overwhelming, it's isolating, and that's why so many people turn back. But you can't turn back, can you? You've tried, haven't you? You've tried to go back to how things were, to ignore the signs, to pretend that you don't feel what you feel. But it doesn't work. Once you wake up, you can never truly go back to sleep. So what now? What do you do with this knowledge? The first thing you must understand is that awakening is not an event. It is a process. It doesn't happen all at once. It unfolds layer by layer, stripping away everything you thought was true. And with each layer that falls away, you will see the world more clearly. But clarity comes with a cost. You will lose people. Not because you want to, but because the more you awaken, the more you will realize that most people are not ready to see what you see. You will try to explain it. You will try to share your insights, but you will be met with blank stares, with skepticism, with laughter. And in that moment, you will have a choice. Do you shrink yourself to fit back into the illusion, or do you keep walking forward even if it means walking alone? This is the test. This is why so few ever make it. And this is where the real journey begins. Because once you accept that you are different, that you are among the 1% who are meant to wake up, you must start taking action. You must begin to cultivate the power that has been lying dormant within you. And that power begins with one thing: mastering your mind. Your mind is the bridge between reality and illusion. It is the tool that can either imprison you or set you free. And right now, most people's minds are working against them. They are trapped in cycles of fear, doubt, and distraction. They are controlled by their thoughts instead of controlling their thoughts. But you must be different. You must train your mind the way a warrior trains for battle. You must become aware of every thought, every belief, every pattern that has been programmed into you. And then you must dismantle everything that no longer serves you. Start with awareness. Right now, ask yourself, what thoughts are running through my mind? Are they my own, or have they been implanted by society, by fear, by conditioning? Because here's the truth. Most of what you believe about yourself is not true. Most of what you fear is not real. Most of what holds you back is an illusion. But until you see that illusion for what it is, it will control you. So this is your first task. Become the observer of your mind. Watch your thoughts without attachment. Question everything. And when you find a belief that limits you, ask yourself, is this truth, or is this just a story I've been told? And then rewrite the story. Because the most powerful realization of all is this: you are the creator of your reality, not in some vague, mystical way, but in a very real, practical way. Your thoughts shape your actions shape your life, and when you learn to control your thoughts, you gain control over your reality. But this is only the beginning, because once you begin to master your mind, the next step is even deeper: mastering your energy. Everything in this universe is energy. You are energy. Your emotions, your thoughts, your very existence, they are all vibrations, frequencies that interact with the world around you. And if you are one of the chosen ones, you have likely already felt this. You have walked into a room and felt the energy shift. You have met a person and instantly known whether they were good for you or not. You have experienced moments where time seemed to slow down, where you felt a presence beyond what your eyes could see. This is not imagination, this is real. But most people ignore it. They dismiss it. They convince themselves that the physical world is all there is. They always warn them that the physical world is all there is, and in doing so, they cut themselves off from their true power. But you must do the opposite. You must learn to tune into your energy, to feel it, to manipulate it. You must learn to protect it from those who drain it, to amplify it when you need strength, to direct it when you need clarity. And the first step is this: awareness. Right now, take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Feel the energy in your body. Not just the physical sensations, but the deeper, subtler movements of energy within you. Can you feel it? The tingling, the warmth, the flow. That is you. That is your power. And the more you tune into it, the stronger it will become. But here's the secret. Your energy is influenced by everything you do. The food you eat, the people you surround yourself with, the thoughts you entertain. Everything either raises your vibration or lowers it. So if you are truly ready to step into your power, you must become ruthless about your energy. You must eliminate anything that drains you. Toxic people, negative habits, fear-based thinking, everything that dims your light must go, because the more you purify your energy, the more powerful you become. And when that happens, something incredible occurs. You begin to attract things effortlessly, opportunities, people, insights. It's as if the universe itself starts aligning in your favor. And that's because it is. Because when you raise your vibration, you shift into a different reality. A reality where things flow, where synchronicities become common, where life itself seems to guide you. And that is when you step into your true nature. But this is where most people stop. They get a taste of their power, but they don't go all the way. They don't take the final step. And that step is the most important of all. The final step is surrender. This is the paradox that most people never understand. We spend our whole lives trying to control things, our future, our relationships, our success. We fight, we push, we struggle, and yet the greatest power, the ultimate key to unlocking everything, is letting go. Not letting go in the sense of giving up, but in the sense of trusting the process, trusting the universe, trusting yourself. Because here's the truth. If you are one of the chosen ones, if you feel that unshakable pull towards something greater, then your path is already unfolding. You don't need to force it. You don't need to control every detail. You simply need to follow it. But that requires faith. Not blind faith, not passive faith, but a deep, unwavering trust that if you listen, truly listen to the signs, to your intuition, to the energy that flows through you, you will always be exactly where you need to be. Think about this. How many times in your life have things worked out in ways you never could have planned? How many times have you looked back and realized that even the painful moments, even the challenges, were leading you somewhere? That's not coincidence. That's guidance. But most people resist it. They cling to their plans, to their fears, to their need for certainty. And in doing so, they block themselves from the flow of life, the very flow that was trying to take them exactly where they were meant to go. So now I need to ask you, are you willing to let go? To stop forcing, to stop doubting, to stop fighting against the current and instead allow yourself to be carried by it? Because when you do, everything changes. Opportunities appear. The right people enter your life. The path that once seemed impossible begins to unfold effortlessly. And it's not because you're doing nothing. It's because you are finally in alignment. And alignment is the ultimate power. When you are in alignment, you don't chase, you attract. You don't struggle, you flow. You don't fear, you trust. And that right there is what separates the 1% from everyone else. Because the truth is, anyone can wake up. Anyone can see the signs, but only a few will have the courage to follow them, to step into the unknown, to trust that the path they are being called toward is real. And that's why you are here right now, because deep down you already know the truth. You've known it your whole life. You've felt it in moments of silence, in moments of awe, in moments where the world seemed to stop and something greater seemed to whisper to you. You are not here by accident. You are here because you were meant to be. And now you have a choice. You can ignore this, you can walk away, you can convince yourself that this was just another video, just another thought, just another moment that will fade. Or you can decide. You can decide that this is real, that you are ready, that you will no longer shrink, No longer doubt. No longer pretend that you don't feel the calling deep within you, because if you do that, if you make that decision right now, everything will begin to change. Not because you are waiting, not because you are hoping, but because you are choosing. And choice is the most powerful force in the universe. So now, I leave you with the most important question of all. Are you ready to step into who you were always meant to be? The choice is yours. And that is how everything shifts. If you've made it this far, you are not like everyone else. You are here for a reason. And now, the only thing left to do is act. If you're ready, if you feel this in your soul, then your journey starts now. But remember this. No one can walk the path for you. You must take the first step, and once you do, the universe will take care of the rest.